This is the Atlant-X at Loudon at the New Hampshire International Speedway, the fourth race of the 2010 ARLA Elite Series season. Allie Riggs won the pole with the 39 of Namimura on her outside, and coming down the back straightaway, you're going to see that we are not using the oval for today's race, but rather we are using the road course configuration. Here is Elmer Fox in the number 313 one-off entry for White Mountain Motorsports, and you're going to see he runs into some problems coming into the right-hander. He gets pinched into the wall by Kurt Walker and then flipped onto his roof by Amy Harrison in the 102, and you see that stacks the field up a bit with James West and Packer Carroll going around. Here we are riding behind James West. He gets run into by Leslie Riggs and Antonio Cristani. Then he gets turned around when the field stacks up. He tries to get going, but he gets hooked by Todd Stader's 150 car and turned into the wall. Car number 69 would go out of the race on lap 1 along with Elmer Fox. Henrietta Laverne III knocks Lucas Sweeney into the 03 of Dale Underwood. The field stacks up for the Elmer Fox wreck. And then Jason Teller shoves Sweeney up into Underwood, and they both go into the wall. Underwood would keep going, but Sweeney would not. This chaotic first lap was not quite over, though. Coming into turn 5, Namimura gets a run on the outside of Allie Riggs. Riggs has the edge coming off at turn 6, but coming into the S's, Namimura gets loose. She jumps a curb and punts Allie Riggs right into the wall. And your pole sitter goes out of the race halfway into the first lap. Riggs was visibly furious after she climbed out of her car, but officials ruled this as a racing incident. Here is Arla Thunder Trucks driver Lawrence Burr replacing Jeb Klinger in car number 66 for this one race. M&J Racing pulled the 75-year-old Klinger from this car and ordered him to undergo medical tests after he made some very strange maneuvers at the Hattiesburg race a few weeks ago. Here is Lance Andrews making his first start of the season in the part-time Kurt Walker car. Andrews is running the road races for this team as sort of a mentor for Namimura, although our stats guy tells us that Andrews had a bit of a habit of throwing cars off the track back in the day. Antonio Cristani is also running a road race only schedule this year. He took over the number 58 Martinez car from Luis Tellez this week. In 2009, he took over the 48 car owned by Milano Rossini for the last few races, and he did a fantastic job consistently running up in the top 15, and now he's got a full-time truck ride to show for it. Unfortunately, he's running a lap down right now. He got caught up in one of the incidents on the first lap and had to pit for repairs. Here is Henrietta Laverne III in the 00 car running off the track for Gravity Racing Inc. She's making her first start of the year and second career ARLA Elite Series start. However, she's not really impressing anybody right now, running low midfield. Barton Sandy in the 99 lost his sponsor the morning of the race. The Try Me group, which sponsored Sandy for the first 3 races of the year, turned out to be a big pyramid scheme. The founder of the company and several of his business partners were arrested for fraud. However, A1 Racing, the team that Sandy drives for, was not involved in the scam. Cedric Dejau and Henrietta Laverne III get together while entering turn 3, which results in the 37 getting spun around and hit by Brenda Riggs. Dejau and Riggs would pit for repairs and fall a lap down. Sarah Haxon, who's running up in the top 10 and came into this race 11th in points, throws her car off the track and into the tire barriers. This is the second DNF in a row for Haxon, who had some very solid performances in the beginning of the season. Armand Mitro in the 88, who had just gone a lap down to Namimura, gets into the wall and spins out by himself and gets hit by Todd Stader's crippled 150 car. Stader then shows his grace by holding up the field. Most of the leaders would be stuck behind the 150, only Taylor Berlin and Lawrence Burr got away. They are running second and third respectively. Officials called Stader to the hauler for failing to yield to the leaders, and then while coming around and approaching the final corner, Stader randomly pulls into the 159 of Harry Nola and spins himself off the course to the certain delight of the leaders. You're going to see Lucas Hunter in the 01 spinning off the track. I guess he reacted to Todd Stader spinning and lost control of his car. More problems for Armand Mitro in the 88. Bobby Porto and Andy Pearson decide to play tennis with him coming down the back straightaway. This results in Pearson turning the 88 into the wall and out of the race. Here is Taylor Brillin in the 65. She was running very comfortably in second, until her engine grenaded on her. Running in third was her teammate Lawrence Burr in the 66, but now he's going to inherit second. Burr must be feeling really confident about his car after seeing his teammate's engine explode. Not. Coming off of turn 4, Packer Carroll in the 71 is going to hook the 15 of Rachel Gonzalez and take both cars hard into the tire barriers and out of the race. This would be Carroll's first DNF of the year, and Gonzalez's second. Here is Namimura in the 39 going by. She is still your leader, and there is Lawrence Burr running in second about 4 seconds back. And here come everybody else. Antonio Cristani is still lapped down. Joey Harrison is running a very surprising third, followed by Harry Inola, Milan Orsini, Joseph Howard, Bigsby Foot, Kurt Walker, Bobby Porto, and Kevin Monroe in 10th. Joey Harrison's sister Amy has not had a very good day in the 102. After falling behind due to repairs, she gets into the wall and spins herself out, then gets hit by Ricky Flush in the 31. Brenda Riggs and Andy Pearson are going to get involved in another incident. Riggs washes up the track, takes both cars into the wall, and Andy Pearson scoops the 67 onto her roof. You also saw Namimura in the 39 go by to put them a lap down. It has not been a good day for the Riggs family so far. Allie Riggs went out of the race on the first lap after winning the pole. Now Brenda Riggs is out, and Leslie Riggs is off the pace due to repairs. Namimura kicked off pit stops on lap 32. Here comes Lawrence Burr following suit on the next lap. And then on the lap after that, Harry Nola and Joseph Howard would come into the pits. And then on the 4th lap of the cycle, the rest of the leaders make their stops.